Hello, my name is Carla, and I'm a business management student with the year of industry. And today we're gonna talk about the emotions that we went through during my placement year. Number one, how did they feel before my internship? When it first got my offer, I felt ecstatic but also a bit scared because I was happy to know that I no longer needed to apply for jobs, but I was very unsure of who I had to email, to talk to, how to prepare for the position that I've never done before, or how to find a place where I need to live and stay for a year so I can be close to the workplace and everything around that. It was exciting to know that I was starting a new chapter, but it was also daunting because I was starting a new chapter. Number two, how did I feel during my internship? On my first day at the job, I felt like a kid going to school for the first time. I was very happy to be there because it seemed so interesting and it was so new. But I was also a little scared because I knew no one and I wasn't sure what was going to happen. The amazing thing is, after 12 months of spending day after day with all of the amazing people that I met there, I have gained a lot of very valuable skills and a lot of very valuable friendships, both within the workplace and outside of it. To be completely honest with you, the first 6 months felt a lot more difficult than the second 6 months, and that is because at the start, just like a lot of other interns, I was going through a bit of imposter syndrome and I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be there. I didn't really value the work that I was doing and wasn't seeing the results that I hoped to be. But after a lot of work and a lot of feedback, the second 6 months were like a 180. I actually knew what I was doing. I felt confident in the work that I was providing, and I was able to help without asking about every other thing, what it meant, how it should have been done, and all of that. The experience overall was very scary at moments, but very reassuring. I had a great support system of people that were ready to help out and teach me the things that I needed to learn. And it was an overall amazing experience that if I had the opportunity to go through again, I would. Number three, how did I feel after my internship? I think out of the 12 months that I spent on my placement year, the last one was the most difficult one, and that is because I had to start wrapping all of the projects that I was working on. I had to start saying my goodbyes to the people that I was working with and to the friends that I had made in the city that I was living. And overall, I just had to kind of wrap up my life over there so I could come back to university. And it was quite difficult, especially on an emotional level, simply because I loved my year working in a big city, earning my own money, and living completely independently so much that coming back to university with a schedule that is very much all over the place, relying on my parents and just having to study all the time felt like a setback. In reality, it is not. It's just finishing your degree. But I enjoyed working so much that this transition coming back to university felt and still feels a little iffy. But if you want to think about it positively, uh, it's just a couple of months of hard work before you go back out there into the real world, working, spending your own money, living somewhere, and just being an adult. So, yeah, if you're someone who has just received their offer or someone who's going to start in a couple of weeks, just be sure that it will be an amazing experience. If you're nervous, don't worry about it, that's completely normal. And if you're overly excited, then amazing, because that means you will only show your colleagues how much you're looking forward to a year with them. And always keep in mind that whoever you're meeting is probably just as nervous as you, because they don't know you, and uh, they would want to make just as good of an impression as you're trying to. But be sure that it will be a great year to look back at, especially if you go into it optimistically and with the mindset that you want to do the best that you can. Goodbye.